Okay, so we now on the second slide, or yeah, on the second slide, which on this slide we'll be talking about Rasmil Huruf Jim Ha Kha. How do we write Jim Ha Kha in their five different positions? In the beginning, in the middle connected, in the middle not connected, in the at the end connected, at the end not connected. Okay, so how do we write Jim? And don't forget the same way we write Jim, the way we write Jim is the same way we're going to write Ha and Ha. Only that Jim has a point under, and Ha doesn't have a point, and Ha has a point on it. So how do we write Jim? So Jim is written like this. Okay, let me change my keyboard to Arabic. Jim is written like this, but it's not going to be written normally like this because we said all alphabet joins on the left, apart from 6 alphabets. We have already seen Alif, Hamza, or Alif, and Jim is not one of the alphabets, so it's going to be connected on the right hand side. So we have what's the name? We have fi Jim fi wasatil kelma muttasil. Jim at the middle of the word connected. So if it is connected, then we have a connection on the right. Then we write Jim itself, then it's going to have a connection on the left by default. So Jim fi wasatil kalima ghayr muttasil. Jim at the middle of the word, not connected. So by default is going to be connected on the left. So fi nihayatil kalima muttasil. Jim at the end of the word connecting. So how do we write that? So there's going to be a connection here. Then Jim itself. Then Jim في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. So in this case, it's not connected. So we write Jim the normal way we've written it in the first class. So as for Ha and Kha, they're written the same. So I just go ahead and write them. Okay. Then Ha fi. Pardon. Then Ha fi وسط الكلمة غير متصل. Ha في نهاية الكلمة متصل. في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. Then we have خا on the right خا. Then we خا في بداية الكلمة. So by default it's going to join on the left. خا في وسط الكلمة متصل. So the connection first, then خا, then the connection. Then خا في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. So we have خا, then the connection. Then we have خا في نهاية الكلمة متصل. So we have the connection. Then خا. Then خا في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. So then we write خا. Normally at the end of the word, not connected. So this is how to write them. If you look closely to the example, you see that the same way we've written this alphabet are the same way they've been written in the words respectively. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, which we have dal, zal, ra, zay. So we have 4 of them. How to write dal, zal, ra, zay. So how do we write these 4 alphabets? So dal and zal look alike. So they're written the same way, except for dal doesn't have a point on it, while zal and zal has a point on it. So how do we write zal or dal and zal at the beginning? So dal fi bidayatil kalma, dal at the beginning of the word. How do we write it? It's written like this. Oh, sorry. It's written like this. Dal. Oh, is it going to have a connection? Oh, no. Even even when I join the connection, the computer already knows it doesn't join. So you can see there's a space between the connection and dal. So dal does not join. Dal doesn't join. Likewise, zal. Likewise, raw. Likewise, zay. They don't join. They are they are the six one. They are one of the six alphabet that does not join on the left. But by default, others join. So now we all know five alphabet that does not join. Alif or Alif Hamza, Dal, Zal, Ra, Zay. They don't join on the left. So this is how to write Dal in the beginning. So we said في دال في وسط الكلمة متصل. So it is connected. So we draw the connection. Then we write Dal. So it's written like this, connected. Then دال في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. Dal at the middle of the word, not connected. So we won't have any connection on the right. And on the left, it's one of the alphabet that does not connect on the left. So we're not expecting any connection there. So في نهاية الكلمة متصل, at the end of the word, connected. So we draw the connection and we write dal. And في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل, so we write dal the normal way we used to write it. So that's how to write dal in its respective positions. Okay, zal also is going to be written like dal. Zal is going to be written like dal. So also, zal is one of the alphabet that does not connect on the left. So we have zal في وسط الكلمة متصل, so it's going to be written like this. Connection on the right, no connection on the left, because they don't connect on the left. It's one of the alphabet that does not connect on the left. So zal في وسط الكلمة غير متصل, so it's going to be written normally. Okay, zal في نهاية الكلمة متصل. Zal at the end of the word, connected. So we draw the connection, then we write zal. And zal at the end of the word, so it's going to be written normally like this. Okay. So also likewise, raw, it's one of the alphabet that does not connect on the left. So raw and zay are written the same way. Raw doesn't have point, zay has point. So raw also doesn't connect, so it's going to be written normally without any connection on the left. So في وسط الكلمة متصل, raw at the middle of the word, connected. So we draw the connection and we'll just write raw. Raw في وسط الكلمة غير متصل, so raw is going to be written normally. Raw في نهاية الكلمة متصل, so we write the connection, then we write raw. Then raw في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل, so without connection we write no raw normally. So the same way we wrote raw, we're going to write zai. So sorry. So zai في بداية الكلمة is going to be written like this. Then في وسط الكلمة متصل is going to be written like this. Then it's going to be written normally at the middle of the word, not connected. Then زي في نهاية الكلمة متصل, so it's going to be written like this, then connection. Then زي في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل is going to be written like this. So when you cross-check the examples beneath each alphabet and its example, you see that the same way it has been written is the same way it has been written in the example. So let's go to sin, shin, sword, bod. So sin and shin, they look alike. Only that sin doesn't have points or doesn't have anything on it, and shin has 3 points on it. So they are written the same way. Okay, so he said sin fi bidayatil kalima. Sin at the beginning of the word. So we write sin like this. But sin is an alphabet that joins. So you see the that joins on the left. So we see the connection there. Then sin fi wasatil kalima muttasil. Sin at the middle of the word, connected. So since it's connected, sorry. I didn't move my cursor. So sin, we have the connection on the left, then sin, then the connection. So by default, it's going to be connected on the right. So sin في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. So we write sin the normal way, but by default, it's going to connect to the alphabet next to it. So it's at the middle, but it's going to connect to the alphabet next to it by default. Sin في نهاية الكلمة متصل. Sin at the middle of the word. Sorry, sin at the end of the word connected. So we have a connection, then we have sin. Sin في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. Sin at the end of the word not connected, so it's going to be written like this. Then shin is going to be written likewise the same way, like this at the beginning. Then at the middle, it's going to be written like this. Then at the middle, not connected, it's going to be written like this. At the end, connected is going to be written like this. Then shin at the end, not connected, is going to be written like this. So the next alphabet is Sod and Dod. Sod and Dod are written the same way. So Sod is going to be written this way. Then also it's not from the 6 alphabet, so by default it's going to connect on the left. So Sod fi wasatil kelma muttasil, so we see the connection on the right, and also by default connection on the left. Sod fi wasatil kelma ghayri muttasil, Sod at the middle of the word, not connected. So we write Sod, then we write the connection by default on the left. Sod fi nihayat kelma muttasil, so we write the connection first and Sod. Sod في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. Sod at the end of the word not connected, so it's going to be written like this. Then the same way we wrote Sod, we're going to write Dod. So Dod في بداية الكلمة is going to be written like this. Dod في وسط الكلمة, Dod في وسط الكلمة is going to be written like this. متصل, so we have the connection on both sides. So Dod في وسط الكلمة غير متصل. So Dod is going to be written like this. Then by default, it's going to have a connection on the left. Dod في نهاية الكلمة متصل. So we have the connection here. Then we have Dod. Then Dod في نهاية الكلمة غير متصل. So we have Dod written normally, as we saw in the first class. So okay, I will stop this video here, then I continue in the next segment for the remaining, or for the next segment, for the alphabets that can go in that record. Thank you very much. See you in the next segment.